Hello and welcome, creative friends, to day 5 of No Sue November. Today's prompt is found words, but before we start I wanted to give you a little update about what's been happening in my journal so far, since I don't post daily. It starts with the front pocket where my prompt list is located. It's an accordion fold and I can't even fit day 1 to 5 in my frame anymore. Day 1 is first layer, where I wrote down my intentions for the month. As you can see, my journal is already covered with paper scraps. That was the prompt for day 2. I decided to create a journaling card with woven paper strips in the background. Day 3's prompt was folded page. And since I'm using tags, I added a little folded pocket. It unfolds and you can see my little note to self card tucked inside. For day 4, recycled pieces, I used packaging from Tim Holtz distressed inks, paper from an old undated calendar, and bits of wallpaper from my bathroom makeover. So let's get started with day 5, found words. At my desk I've gathered different materials I'll probably use throughout the process. I'm checking the pile, thinking about what to use, what colors might go together and what to do next, and trying to find words to explain exactly what I'm doing. Lol. This printable from Sunflower and Doors might work, as those orange and brown colors are already on my next page, and since the tag peeks through the window from my envelope, that could fit perfectly. There's also a little piece of wallpaper that would match nicely. As my printable wasn't long enough to cover the entire tag, I decided to paint the rest. Rosé Gold Metallic was my favorite choice, and of course I wanted splatters too. Maybe they're hard to see on camera, but I promise you, my desk was completely covered. While checking my pile, I found this cute little envelope and I got a bit distracted, but don't worry, it will be all used in the end. I really hope my videos inspire you to start creating. You don't need all those fancy supplies to make art, just use what you have. And in today's prompt, words are literally everywhere. At first I thought about blackout poetry, then about crosswords, but nothing seemed to spark an idea for my page. Then I remembered a poem by John Mark Green. I may never find words beautiful enough to describe all that you mean to me, but I will spend the rest of my life searching for them. This perfectly describes how I often feel when trying to explain what I do in my videos or describe my artwork afterwards, because my process is highly intuitive. Sometimes art truly speaks for itself in ways words just can't. My tag has two sides to work with. And by the way, I have several other projects going on. My newest is a little folio created with printables from Sunflowers and Doors, a library themed one, so I'll link that video below. As I was crafting, my mind started wandering, and I found myself thinking about how many books have been written in history and how many words have been used since then. I guess there's no data for that. Then I found this quote: "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible." That absolutely needed to go on my page. And since I love trying new things, I printed on vellum paper for the first time. Of course, I got it wrong on the first try, so the quote is written on the back too. But I don't waste anything, it will surely find its place somewhere. Pages contain words, so they are great for creating a collaged background. Where are letters written? On a desk, so that image needed to go on my page too. My second page is more neutral toned, and when I craft, I always end up with a messy desk. What about you? Let me know in the comments. Are you a messy or an organized crafter? I really like how the words underneath are still visible through the vellum. Here you see me making the mistake of gluing the vellum the wrong way onto the page. Luckily, it was easy to fix. Moving back to the other side, I added the word create and finished my tag with a bit of chiffon and a charm. Then I remembered the wallpaper and I added that too. What do you think? Do you like how my page turned out? Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And as soon as I hit 500 subscribers, there will be a giveaway. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you get updated whenever I release a new video. When I pulled the tag back into its pocket, I really thought I was done with the page, but then inspiration struck again. I found my tiny envelope I hadn't used yet, and also this cross-stitch pattern word love that had to go on the page because love is all we need. By saying that, thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for this amazing crafting community, and thank you Meg for hosting Nosu November. Love you all, happy creating, and see you next time.